Hey everyone, let's build an accessory dwelling unit in Revit. If you haven't done this before, don't worry, this is a Revit tutorial for beginners. So I'll walk you through it step by step, and by the end, you'll have a fully modeled ADU that's functional, accessible, and ready for detailing. So you'll learn everything from setting up your project to adding furniture and annotating the whole project. So let's get started. Step 1, setting up your Revit project. So for this video, we're opening a project file. Then I'm going to select this ADU PDF sketch to base on. I recommend that as a beginner, you'll look for resources or a sketch that's already pre-made, a PDF sketch on the internet. And for this video, I've uploaded some resources that you can get ADU sketches from. You can also screenshot this project and use it as a guide before starting. Okay, so now let's get started. First, open Revit and start a new project. Go to Open, select your PDF file or the screenshot, then Open to get started. Go to the Insert tab, then click Link PDF to link your ADU sketch. Scaling your project. You want to do this to make the measurements from your sketch accurate to your Revit file. Start off by going to the Modify ribbon and selecting Move or the icons with the 4 arrows. Adjust the left, bottom, and right arrows in your project by clicking at the bottom half of your PDF and drawing a line to adjust. Make sure that the arrows don't interfere with the project. So after doing that, go ahead and click Line Dimension in the Measure tab. And before adjusting the scales, we want to enable snaps. To do this, click on Modify and click on your PDF. You'll see the Enable Snaps option under Image, and now you can snap your measurements in place. Go to Annotate, click Detail Line, and start drawing from a point in the sketch that has a clear measurement, like so. So we have 4x9. Click on Detail Line again and do the same thing across the first line. Now head to Modify, click on Linear, and measure the detail lines you did from end to end. You'll see that the measurements of the current project are not exactly the same as the PDF. So I want you to go ahead and change the dimensions by clicking on the measurements in black and typing 4x9 inches. Now adjust the PDF to fit the project's dimensions. So you just click on Modify again and adjust until the PDF perfectly matches your project. Building the walls. Now let's create the walls. Head over to the Architecture tab and select the Wall tool. Pick an exterior wall type that makes sense for your design and think about the insulation, structure, and any local building codes that you need to follow. So for this video, we'll start with going to the Architecture tab and clicking Wall. Select a basic wall and start sketching out the perimeter of the ADU. Adjust the walls to fit the corners of the PDF when needed. So just go ahead and adjust the walls to fit the corners of the PDF. Okay, now let's start adding inner walls. Go to the basic wall types again and select gypsum and start sketching all the inner walls and adjusting the rooms. You also want to make sure to zoom in and connect all the walls of your design. Next step, adding floors. Click on the floor tool under architecture and choose a floor type. Then sketch the floor boundary so it aligns with the interior edges of your exterior walls. If your ADU is 2 stories, you'll repeat this process for the second level. This project only has 1 floor, so we won't need to repeat it. Installing doors and windows. Now that the walls are in place, it's time to add doors and windows. So you want to do that by going to the Architecture tab and selecting Door. So choose a style from the Properties panel. I'm going for the 36 by 80 traditional swing door for the great room and the entrance to the mudroom. Then click on a wall to place it. So for the rest of the rooms, like the master bedroom, I'm going for the 32 by 80 door. Also use the temporary dimensions to adjust positioning, ensuring a good layout. If you don't see the door style you need, you can also go to Insert, Load Family to get more options. Next, we want to add windows. So you want to select Window under the same Architecture tab. Pick a style, then place and adjust it for the best lighting and ventilation. So for this ADU, I'm picking the window fixed style to go with it. I'm placing it throughout the sketch, mimicking the PDF file. Next up is setting up furniture. Now let's lay out the interior. So you want to go to Architecture, then Component, and then place a component to start adding furniture. I'm starting by adding a bed. So go ahead and search bed and click on the king size bed shaker. You can load in extra families like kitchen appliances, bathroom fixtures, or furniture sets by going to the Insert and then load Autodesk family. So we want to arrange them in a way that makes sense for a compact but comfortable living space. For this one, we're just going for the beds for now. So I'm going to move over the PDF. Then you want to click on text and type out the names for each room. This makes sure that you know the purpose of each room without the original reference moving forward. Adding ceilings and the roof. For the roof, switch to the Roof Plan view and select Roof by Footprint under the Architecture tab. When you sketch the roof outline, Revit will automatically clip it to the current level. Well, of course, since a roof should sit above, you'll need to manually raise it to level 3. Do this by selecting the roof, opening the Properties panel, and adjusting the base level to level 3. You can also fine-tune the height by modifying the offset value. So once it's positioned correctly, define the slopes by selecting edges and applying slope parameters. So we have gable, hip, or flat roof. And the final form should align with your design intent. So after adjusting the height, double-check the 3D view to ensure the roof aligns properly with the walls and other structural elements. You also want to check if it's really in level 3. If it's necessary, adjust the overhangs or modify slopes for better drainage and aesthetics. So now that all the core elements of your ADU are in place, it's time to add annotations to ensure clarity and, of course, precision. So you want to head to Annotate tab, where you'll find tools for dimensions, text labels, and tags. Start by adding dimensions to key elements like walls, doors, and windows. So click on the Align Dimensions tool, then select the points you want to measure. This helps ensure accuracy in spacing and layout. Next, use text labels to provide additional details such as materials, specifications, or notes about design intent. So click on text, then place and type your annotations where you need it to be. Tags are another important tool, and they automatically pull information from your elements in the model. So use tag by category to quickly label windows, doors, and the other components. So you really want to do this step because proper annotations keep your models organized and easy to read. So if you're sharing it with a client, a contractor, or revisiting it for revisions, it's already clear, well labeled, and it's just smoother and prevents costly misunderstandings during construction. And that's it, guys. You've built a detached ADU from scratch. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future tutorials or any tech-related, architecture-related content. All right, bye, guys.